Alright, good morning. This is day 19, April 22nd. It's like 28 degrees, I believe. We stayed last night at the Happy Nomad Hiker Hostel, just about a mile and a half from the Garenflo Gap intersection. We ended up walking there, as you saw in the last video. So the owners dropped us off this morning. We had breakfast. We got out here about 8:15 or so, and so we're hiking into Hot Springs this morning. What's your thoughts, Abuelo?
Well, this is Hot Springs is the first actual town that the trail goes through, and we had planned on stopping there, but after yesterday we made a decision to get out of the cold as after that wonderful day. It was epic, but we were freezing, and it was probably 28 yesterday, and the hostel was fantastic. Couldn't ask for a better hostel to go to.
$15.
$15 a person for bunk bed, bathroom, laundry, shower. They had food that was reasonably priced. A great break, and they dropped us off this morning, and it is, you can't maybe see, but there's not a cloud in the sky. It's sunny, and it's great to be hiking. It is 28, but it's not a problem for us at all today. We'll go into Hot Springs and probably slack pack another 6 miles.
We've got about 6.6 to Hot Springs and do about another.
Yeah, so it's going to work out real well for us. It's supposed to be, again, very cold tonight, and then possibly cold Friday night. Then looking ahead, I think that may be the last of the freezes we'll have. I hope.
We're just working it out day by day.
Yep.
That's all you can do out here on the trail.
Yep, good one.
All right, coming into Hot Springs, North Carolina. I don't know if you can see much down through there. Leaves are filling in, a lot different than it was 2 weeks ago, isn't it? But as you can see, this is the town, and it's a descent into town. We got a little less than a mile to get downtown. So we'll check it out when we get down there. Pretty dogwood tree we've just gotten down, and coming into Hot Springs, North Carolina. It's our first trail town where the trail actually goes through a town. Abuelo leading the way. And, so anyway, we're just cruising in, gonna check things out. We're hiking out of Hot Springs. As you can see, to the left, the large solar farm right there. Anyway, we're hiking out approximately 6 miles. We're gonna get picked up on Trailhead where it intersects on 25, and then go back into town and stay. End of day 19. Fairly short day today. We started at Garenflo Gap. We got shuttled back up there by the owners of the hostel. Very recommend that hostel. It was very nice for $15. I mean, it was excellent. Cheap food. It's good. Friendly atmosphere. We hiked and got into Hot Springs, and stopped at the hotel that we're staying at. Stopped and got us some lunch, and then hiked on up to Tanyard Gap, which only ended up being like 12.5 miles, but It's outside of town. Got some pretty good climbs done today. Abuelo's wife came and picked us up at that trailhead and shuttled us back here. So we're going to resupply, get ready to head to Irwin. It's about 65 miles from where we left off. It's about 70, almost 70 from here. But we've already got 6 more in the bank, so we're looking about 4.5 days, 4 days, if we can maintain what we've been doing. So I'm going to go out here in a few minutes and get resupplied for 4 days and clean up, rest up a little bit. And it's going to be another cold night tonight, so we get to stay in one more night. Now the big thing is looking at the weather for Saturday. Today is Thursday, so we're looking at Saturday and Saturday night. So we've got to start looking and see what we're going to do for the weather there. And the weather, you know how the weather is. It can change. Could be worse than what they're calling for. Could be not as bad. So just as it gets closer, you got to keep looking at the weather to update your plans. Just make sure you're prepared for it. I mean, you can't change it. You can't do anything about the weather. You just be prepared for it. That's about it. So that's about it for day 19. Everybody's doing pretty good. Everything's feeling good. The legs and feet are holding up good. Still no blisters. And that's about it. So from the old man, y'all keep on trucking.